Gentleman from Texas, Mr. Gomer, is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Director, we appreciate you being here. I was so thrilled when I first got to question Director Comey. I didn't realize what direction that would take, but you are taking an FBI department that was weakened by Mueller's time. And I'm not asking for a comment on that, but I know from his 5-year upper-out policy, as the Wall Street Journal pointed out, he got rid of thousands and thousands of years of experience. I came to believe because he wanted younger people that were more yes men. And so he got rid of people that could have advised him against some of the poor decisions he made, whether it's squandering millions of dollars on software that didn't work and wouldn't work, and people he got rid of knew that. But all kinds of things. And I came to understand as a young prosecutor who knew the law better than some of the older lawyers that something to be gained from experience. And so we lost thousands of years of experience, and Comey took over a weakened FBI because of what Mueller did, and Mueller made a lot of mistakes he wouldn't have otherwise. So that was rather sad. But I want to, I'll be glad to have my friend across the aisle know that I am outraged by the government's collusion with Russia. I was outraged. I didn't think President Bush and our State Department went far enough in condemning the invasion into Georgia by Putin and the Russians, but they did take some strong actions to make known their discomfort and their upset over that. And of course, the response by the Obama administration was to send over a plastic reset button with the wrong Russian word on it. But they made clear nonetheless that we're not bothered by your invasion of Georgia. You can invade anybody you want. That was the message the Russians took. And I am really outraged at the allowing of Russia to buy our uranium, even though the FBI and the Justice Department had already found out that they were trying to get our uranium illegally with bribes and violating the law, and that has not been addressed. So, yes, I am outraged. But as you're aware, Deputy Director McCabe was involved in highly charged political cases that have been controversial due to his political leanings. So I want to ask you if you are aware of any other senior FBI executives that are aligned with McCabe's political views. Yes or no? You aware of any other senior FBI executives?
I'm not aware of any senior FBI executives who are allowing improper political considerations to affect their work with me right now.
Okay, let me ask you this. I'm going to ask about specific executives, some of whom have been promoted by McCabe within the last few years. So my question to you, Director, is, are you aware of any of the following people openly aligning themselves with the political bias expressed by McCabe or openly speaking against this administration? First, Carl Gattis. Yes or no?
My experience with Executive Assistant Director Gattis has been very positive, and he's been a complete professional in all my interaction with him.
But are you aware of him openly aligning himself with the political bias that McCabe expressed?
Well, I'm going to quarrel a little bit with the premise of your question about Deputy Director McCabe.
All right.
As far as Executive Assistant Director Gattis, as I said, he's been a complete professional, and by that I mean to include
Have you heard him open
aligning
himself with political bias against the Trump administration?
No.
Mike McGarity.
No.
Same question, and I'll take McCabe out of it. Are you aware of him openly aligning himself with political bias against the Trump administration?
No.
Josh Skule.
No.
Larissa Mincer.
I actually don't know who that is.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Fair enough. Brian Parman.
No.
All right. Thank you. And I know you appointed Brian Parman to the New York Field Office Counterterrorism Division, so it is important that we have fair-minded people. And there's never been a requirement that anybody not be able to vote or have political beliefs, just that they not let them affect their output. So I would encourage you, well, I got a lot more to ask, but thank you for your work. I want to be your best friend as long as you stay on the straight and narrow.